Kelly from Cards by Christine here with you on a Technique Thursday to share with you masking. All right. This is my card. It is the best I could come up with in the froggy brain state of mind that my brain is in. I already thought of a way to make it a little bit better. So if you want to case this card, I think if this was a quarter-inch smaller, quarter-inch smaller, and had a real red mat behind it would be perfect. So behind this ornament you can see is the masking technique. Not hugely shown off because I ended up putting a lot of stuff on top of it, but I'm taking my mat. Now, I just acknowledged that it would be kind of cool to trim this down a little bit, but I'm not gonna do it because I already have Snow Wonder, so these Snow Time dies, have these dies that emboss these snowflakes into the corner. Like, they don't get cut out, but it just kind of gets embossed in there. And I also stamped Happy Christmas from the Snow Wonder. I had to do a little masking there. So that masking was accomplished by stamping the Happy on the ink pad and then the Christmas on the ink pad and making sure I didn't get any ink on the other corresponding part. However, I kind of said it backwards. I started with Christmas so that I knew how much space I needed. So for those reasons, I'm not going to trim this down because I have it all framed how I want to. So just for next time kind of thing. And then I took a window sheet and die cut out my ornament shape from the Delicate Baubles dies. And I'm going to place that window sheet piece on here for my masking. And actually, I suggest you use washi tape to hold down your paper and your mask because it could shift. That's why the washi tape is there. All right, take two. Ooh. So you can use, excuse me, you can use paper for your mask, but if you're going to be making a bunch of cards out of it, I suggest using a window sheet because it will last forever. So I basically just took my window sheet to my die cutting machine and die cut it out of the window sheet. And then it's a nice sturdy piece that I will have that I can continue to use and reuse. So I thought that was really cool. I saw this actually with a retired set that had a train in it, and my son is all about trains. So I think I'm going to reuse this mask to make my Christmas cards this year with him. We'll see. It seems like a good idea now, but so that is all I'm going to do with the masking. All I did was took Balmy Blue and our blending brushes and kind of just I circled over it, and you know, I'll have some ink on here that I'll want to wash off, but that's a mask. Then I took the intricate piece here in Real Red. I don't know why I chose Real Red. I wanted to pop a color, and that's why I really think a Real Red matte behind here would be very gorgeous. And I took my scissors and actually cut the whole thing out. I just wanted the outline, something to help define the shape. So, bear with me. I'm not gonna make the whole card, but I just wanted to show you how I did this. So I'm just gonna break all these ties. And then down here for the stump, you need to get a little more creative because there's a lot more cutting to that. which is okay. I guess I'm up for a challenge. Okay, so once that is cut out, sorry guys. Then I took the snowman from the Snow Wonder, Snow Wonder set, and stamped him and colored him in with a variety of different blends, and then tucked him into my ornament and used dimensionals behind him and behind the pieces of the ornament that I think there's only one behind here, and then this is glued to it as well. And then I splattered with Stella, so I can do that while this is, actually, you know what, I don't want to bore you with all the coloring details, but in the end I splattered it with Stella, and then put just some silver, not twine, not thread, I don't remember what it's called, silver stuff up there. So that is a really simple technique of masking, and masking can be done in a lot of different ways, but I really wanted to point out and highlight how you can use a window sheet to create your mask, if you're going to be using your mask a lot, or if you're going to be making a bunch of cards from one design. So I hope you enjoyed our Technique Thursday. I hope you like my card. If you did, please case it, and please add the real red mat. I think it will make a big difference. But alas, I didn't do it. So anyways, I hope you have a great Technique Thursday. You can catch Chris later tonight for some live card making.